Morning. Apologies for no updates on the channel for absolutely ages. Basically we have almost properly moved now, so we were between two houses. So just doing up this house. So today I'm just going to do a mod with the Billy Bookcases to put in a media wall. So if we just take a look, so built the bookcases already. So we're going to have two bookcases either side, the fireplace there, and then telly there, and then using basically this wood here to make like the back sort of frame for it all. And then I bought some reclaimed oak boarding, which we're gonna basically put down in strips running down, and then get it all mounted. And then we've got this large sleeper here to use as a mantle, and then we'll get that in and then get that stained up as well. So let's crack on. Just working out for the skirting, so we're going 165 centimetres from there to that edge, and then we're just working out now the spacing for the fire and the telly. Once I've measured up for the mantle, took that outside and cut that out just using a handsaw. The chop saw I've got, it hasn't got a big enough cutting blade to handle that, but for the rest of the work I used the chop saw, just handsaw for the mantle. Once the mantle was cut, I sanded it with a very fine sandpaper and then distressed it slightly just to give it a yoldy look, and then put it aside ready to apply later to the actual media wall. Fitting the battens at the minute, so I'm going to secure it to the wall there and there. Then these battens here, which are secured at the back there, will actually screw through the inside of the Billy bookcase at that side and that side, and the same down here. They'll go through there, and that will then obviously go into there. And then at the back here I've got 4 connections as well, which will secure that to the wall. So that's going to be pretty secure, that is. So all I've got to do now is basically make the frame to go above it at either corner, and then we're ready then to be able to put in the oak panelling, and then we'll be in a position then to fit the telly and the fire. We're also going to put a USB and HDMI cable in, so that we can put USB key sticks in. We're literally going to drill a hole through here, and then the extensions then will go up to the TV, so that we can attach a PlayStation or attach, you know, a USB stick with a film on. Against it, yeah. So basically got that now. So we've got a USB and a HDMI port in there, and we'll put it that way around, and then I'll tie that up, and then I'll silicone that in, and it's just there then, so we don't have to go behind the telly to attach anything if we want to watch a film. Just USB stick in there, or HDMI if the girls want to put the PlayStation on or something. Right, we've got the whole surround now fastened to the wall, so it's lovely and secure now, so there's nothing moving. So that's ready now for the panelling. So we've got fittings at the top, fittings there, fittings on the top of the 2 cases over there, fittings on the wall there, and then 4 underneath here. So that's going nowhere. Access to the power, but I'm going to use the power, an extension, and use the power from there in case the television crashes or anything, be able to get to the power. And obviously we've got the back of that coming through there now with the extenders for the USB and HDMI, and so we're good now to put the cladding on, and the bottom's all set out ready to slide the fire in. So let's carry on and get this done. We're just quickly checking that the fire fits in the hole for it before we start cladding out the unit. As you can see, that fits pretty snug and nice and flat and central, so that looks like it's going to be really warming and homely when it's all set up. Just working out now the oak panelling, the positioning of that and how many offcuts and stuff we're going to need. Okay, so what I've done now is we're just fixing on the panelling, so we're just about halfway across the front. We're just giving it a quick hoover. Already put the telly stand on, but I don't know whether that's going to have to come forward a bit. So anywhere where you won't see the screw heads, we're putting screws. Anywhere where you will see the screw heads, we're putting no-headed nails. Fasten the mantle on now. I've just put some little brackets underneath, one at the end, one at the minute, and one up there, that side, just to fasten that on. Once the fireplace was in place, we then had to secure that to the actual oak boarding. Once it was secured, then we had to just drop the glass fascia onto it, and then we were ready then to crack on and get the telly fitted to the wall. Yeah. We're just waxing the actual oak now. Products we're using are this Caretaker wood balsam and this non-stick wood silk. Contains no seekers and no water, which may affect the finish. Just finished. So we've got the telly now on the bracket. It's just going to see if I can get any channels on it, but there's no aerial connected in the loft yet. And just running the fire just without the heat on, just to see what that looks like. Morning. We're just going to be adding the finishing touches now to the media wall. So we've given it a couple of weeks just to settle, so all the wood's fully dried and stuff. We've already treated the wood once, but today I'm going to basically treat the wood again. And it's a Panasonic Hue TV, so it has the LEDs all the way around the side of it. So I'm going to put 9 holes, 2.5-inch circular holes down each side, that side and that side, to let the light flood into the shelves on the actual Billy bookcases as well, so that when the telly's on, it spreads the light over the whole media wall. So hopefully that's going to look quite good. So let's crack on with that. We'll get the holes drilled and marked out and drilled first, and then we'll get the wood treated, and then once the telly's back on, then it'll all be finished. That's this side marked out. I don't know if you can just see there. There's 9 holes going to go up in there. So I've got to just do the other side. Once both sides are marked, then I'll cut those 18 holes out, and then it will be ready then to put the plastic inserts in and then give the wood its final wax. Right, that's the second side marked out now. So we've got all the 18 holes marked out. So I'm going to basically put a pilot hole all the way through each one of these, so it goes from right the way through. And then when you come to use the hole cutter, obviously you want to decide which way you're going to go primarily through it. So I'm probably going to go that way, just a little bit, and then go that way as the primary way, that way a little bit, then that way all the way through. That way, if you've already started breaking either side, when you come to go through, you won't split or knock off any of the laminate that covers the boarding. So you'll just get a cleaner cut hole. So just to recap, I'll use a small drill just to put a pilot hole through, a larger drill bit then to go through the pilot hole, and then this is the hole cutter, which has got the same drill bit as this. Okay, so that's the 9 holes drilled in this side now. So I'm in a position now I can go all the way through from this side, and hopefully then it won't burst any more of the laminate this side. So give that a go. Right, that's the first 9 done, so let's just get this second half done. I won't bother filming this one. It's just going to be more like a click your fingers like that and it'll be done. So there you go, that's another 9 holes cut. All I can suggest is, as well, obviously don't go like a bull in a china shop and go really fast. Just basically give it a few minutes or so, you know, between each of the sections, just for the hole cutter to cool down a bit, and then you won't scorch any of the wood as well. As I say, the hole cutter does get very hot when you're using it quite frequently. Just giving it a light sand around each of the cuts, just to make sure that there's no bits sticking out. And then once that's done, I will get some silicone, then silicone each one in to make it basically neat. Right, that's the left hand side in, holes in, and then the covers all siliconed in. So we'll leave them to dry, and then we'll just carry on now and do the right side. Alright, so while both of those sides now dry, I've got the good old products that we're using to stain the wood again. So I'm just going to give them one last coat between of the two, and then we'll be good to put the telly back on. That is the front now, and that just treated again. So I've just got to do either side now, and then we're ready to put the TV back on. as you can see, our two dogs do really enjoy this space for a snooze. We also enjoy it to watch TV, find it a really nice, welcoming, warm, cosy space.